I'm going back. I'm going in the back.
I've only made 2 laps, so I'm still not sure what I'm doing, but here we go.
Good evening and welcome in on this beautiful
Back her down
Friday
to about 65 right now. Well,
night.
never mind.
As
Back
we
her down.
are
Hey, restart.
race 12
Restart. We just got took it
of
out.
our Friday
Took it
night
out.
Thunder Next Gen series.
Catch us on the next time by in the restart zone.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't leave me.
This is race number 2 of the playoffs, so it is a cutoff race. We will have 2 guys that will
Oh, God.
no longer be with us in the playoff runnings.
This ain't fair.
Whee!
Okay. We're going to be serious this time and have a pit party. Meet me at the end of pit road for a pit party.
Didn't this time.
Dr. Pepper coming at you, going through the infield.
I'm just trying to get lined up at the end of the pit road for a pit party, y'all. My crew chief is not happy with me right now. My crew chief is yelling at me. Pit party! Okay, let's get rolling. Let's go. We're going to get this going. We're broadcasting. We're going to get a good pit party going. Let's go, boys. Put on the show and practice.
See if we can talk to these playoff drivers. Here's our playoff standings as they sit. Let's see if we can't find Nolan Milnes and bring him in. Hey Nolan, that's Corey up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
Hey,
Pit party going.
Friday night.
2,
It's time to roll. Had a rough week last week, kind of got you behind a little bit. But
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that was just a product of me living in the moment, just not thinking about the playoffs at all. But it's funny, I didn't really think about it until like midweek, and I'm like, when the guys were starting to post your points and whatnot, and I thought, maybe I will take it a little seriously. With Auto Club coming up, I'm pretty good at this track. If you look, I'm fastest on the board right now. So, hey, maybe I'll make something of it. But other than that, yeah, last week was rough, and I didn't think about it much.
yeah, you're definitely not out of it being 20 down. I mean, finishing good in the stages, that's going to help. And then, maybe have a little luck. A couple people have rough races outside the top 10 on the stages or not even finish. But I mean,
Yep.
you've had a good year. In the 11 races, you've had 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. So I mean, you're in the top 10 over 50% of the time. So you've had a good year. Hopefully, you can have a good race tonight. You said you're pretty good and you're fastest, so that's gonna help on a cutoff race. And hopefully, we can possibly see you here in the next round next week.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I definitely underperformed when I think about only being in the top 10 50% of the time. Probably wrecked out a lot of times and different stuff, but I got a lot better over the course of the season. Looking back, it's interesting. I got a new wheel. I'm better. So I think even if I don't make the cutoff, I'm going to go into every race, including tonight, trying to win it. So tonight probably is my best shot, honestly. This is my best track, so.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, and hopefully you're at least one of the 3 we talked to at the end of the night. If not, we'll talk to you next week, making the playoffs going forward.
All right, brother. I'll plan on it. We'll see what happens.
All right, Nolan. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
That was Nolan Milnes. He is 20 points behind that cut line. He's got some ground to make up, but I do believe he can do it. Let's bring in, see if we can't talk to the number 5.
Wow. Go low.
Hey, Michael Moquin. It's Corey up in booth, buddy. You got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Hey, man, ninth place in the playoff standings, only 8 points behind. That's not a whole lot to make up. A good stage can get most of that, if not all of that, caught up with little luck. But it looks like also Eric Winkelspec may not even be in the room yet. So if he doesn't make it, that'll be an easy spot for you. How do you feel about this racetrack?
It's definitely one of my harder tracks to run. Performance-wise, I don't have a good track record here, so it's gonna be one of those that I just take it easy and just not try to overrun it. A lot of times that's what happens. So hopefully I can just stay clean, get a couple stage points, help me move up a little bit into the points. Obviously, a good finish here would be the best outcome. So it's just trying to stay in that top 10, try to get as many and as little points as I can. Because, like you said, 8 points is not a big gap, and hopefully we can get that and not have any issues. Because, like you said, he hasn't showed yet, but who knows? He might come and be one of them last second showers. So, but yeah, overall, just try to finish ahead of him, and the 00 is the key, because it's a very tight points battle right there, and I could probably jump a couple spots if I just finish above those guys that are in front of me that are all tied together.
Yeah, you got those three, Zach, Caleb, and Eric, both, just 8 points above the cut, and then even Trevor Benz isn't, he's 10 points above, and a couple good stages, that's going to be easy to make up for you. But you've had a decent year. You've had 5 top 10s this season, so you're at least getting in the top 10 almost 50% of the time, and getting some stage points. Looks like you got a couple stage wins. So hopefully we can talk to you next week, and maybe even talk to you here at the end of the night, being in that top 3.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, and like I said at the beginning, just stay clean and just run my race. Don't try to match pace with everybody else. Just run my own race, even if it is get past in the beginning. As long as I make it to the stage and get some stage points, is all that's really going to determine. Is not because if you don't get stage points, it's definitely going to hurt. But if you get stage points, it definitely is a little bit better of a buffer. So hopefully we get out of this round of 10 and move on to the round of 8 and go from there.
Well, good luck tonight, Michael. We'll be following all you chase guys, so hopefully you can get some stage points, and we'll see at the end of the race how this is going to unfold.
Yes, sir, and good luck to you here in the booth tonight.
All right, thank you, Michael. That was the number 5, Michael Moquin. He's 8 points below that cut line. But we've got 22 minutes here remaining. Eric Winklespec has not made it to the room yet. If he is going to race here or not. We do have a new fast lap set by the number 13, Kyle Heath.
Corey, most likely not.
There is that the 84 Nolan Milnes, who we talked earlier, rocking that red, white, and blue American flag car. It's got a lot of ground to make up, but I've raced with Nolan, and I've seen enough of Nolan where he can do it on any track. A couple of those guys ahead of him have issues. He's going to have to get some stage points for him to move up. Stage points and a good finish for sure. Now let's bring in our next Eric Winklespec's not in the room, so we're going to move on up to our 7th place in the standings, Caleb West. Hey Caleb, it's Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you've got the 0-0 in the playoffs. Got an 8-point cushion here tonight. How do you feel about this track?
I feel pretty good. I like going to the club, so.
Yeah, well, you're pretty new to the league, but we're glad to have you. You've had a good, you've raced 9 races in this league or in this series, and you've got a top 5 and 8 top 10s. So I mean, you're running up front. You've got a top 10 in almost every one of your starts. So that's gonna, that's a big help, and that's, you made the playoffs. So you ought to run. I mean, with a little bit of cushion, a little bit of help, you should be able to move on. How do you feel with the rest of the guys, and how you're setting are your chances of moving forward here?
I mean, every race is a learning curve, honestly. I haven't really been racing a whole lot. I mean, really, the last year is when I started, so just being able to kind of learn from the guys in front of me. I know that I'm not anywhere close top three, but at the very least, I'm paying attention to their lines and I'm paying attention to their, how they handle the car on the track. So feel really confident that I can be smooth with the car, but being fast, we're definitely working on. So.
Well, I'm not fast either when I'm racing, but I just try to learn as much as I can, and you've made it this far, so that's kudos to you, and good luck tonight,
Edwin,
and
can you
hopefully you
clear
can
my
keep
yellow,
that
please?
0-0 up
Flag.
front, and hopefully we'll see you here in the next round of the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Caleb. That is the 0-0, Caleb West. Go ahead and bring in our 6th place runner, Zachary Wake. Hey Zachary, it's Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, 8 points above the cut line. How's this track feel to you, and what do you think your chances are going to be here tonight to move on?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a good race. First laps out on the track felt really good. Just going to try and survive everything and be there at the end.
Yeah, you got a sharp-looking Chevrolet there. We're looking at it now, but you 11 races in this series, 3 top 5s, and you got 9 top 10s. So you've ran up front, finishing well,
Yeah.
getting stage points, getting some bonus points. Looks like you won a stage.
Yeah, I think I flipped a stage on tire strategy once. I haven't got to run. I haven't podiumed at all this year, top 3. I know it's coming. I just gotta be patient and keep running my race. Really got to give a big shout out to Joseph and Nolan, Caleb and Alex in the Discord. They've been really helping me just get faster and more consistent, helping me with some wheel settings and stuff like that. And also got to give Nolan a shout out for the paint because he helped me make it. So, but yeah, just really excited. I've really enjoyed my time in the FGR league. Had a good experience and just glad to get better.
Well, we're glad to have you. I've raced with you a little bit, and you're fun to race with. And it's just you're 8 points above the cut, so a little bit of a cushion, but you just as long as no big trouble, I think you can run all right. You run fast enough and up front enough where just having an average race for you should be able to move on. But we'll see, I guess, in 125 laps, I think, are what we're running.
Yeah. Hopefully, I can just run up front and not have to go to any weird strategies or try to flip a stage or anything like that. Hopefully, we can just run behind the leaders all day and get another top 5 would be great.
Hey, that sounds like a plan. You got to have a plan to to make a race. So you've got it. Good luck to you, and hopefully maybe we can talk to you next week or even later tonight and get that first podium for you.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, thank you, Corey.
All right, thank you, Zachary. That is the 42 Zachary Wake. And that Valvoline Chevrolet. Nice little paint job he's got. Let's go ahead and bring in our 5th place driver, and that is going to be the number 33, Trevor Benz. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
Hey, man, 10
just a
points
heads up,
above
you'll
the
be
cut
next
line.
on deck for interviews
How
in the
how's the
broadcast
track
waiting
feel?
room with Corey.
Right now it's been a little feeling a little tight right now. Just trying to work through the corners, try to get the car to loosen up, get better turn through the middle of it. But other than that, it's feeling real good. Gonna be a lot of lanes to race with. Just gotta be smart, be safe, and stay out of trouble.
Yeah, it looked like on those little pit parties you guys were having a little fun. But
Yeah, we didn't realize the first pit party that you were already broadcasting, so we were just goofing off. But
hey, man, that
the
happens.
couple,
Makes good TV.
yeah, the couple, yeah, yes, sir. But the couple after that, we were trying, but small mistakes can lead into big things. But the playoffs and this being a cutoff race is going to be difficult. That's for sure.
Yeah, you've got that gold Napa 100. Beautiful 33 Chevrolet out there running their laps now. But, you know, you've raced 10 races in this series. You know, 4 of them top 5s, and then you got the 6 top 10s. So you're finishing up front, you know, a little over 50% of the time. So that 10-point cushion, I mean, it's a good cushion to have, but track like this, it could go away in a hurry.
Yes, for sure. I just the first 2 stages, I need to get some stage points to be more comfortable. If I get some stage points, and then I'll get a little bit more racy. But the first half of the race, I won't be trying to make no crazy moves. A lot of patience is going to go into this race, not because of the track, but just because of the circumstances of what's going on.
Yeah, well, Trevor, you know, I love racing with you. Good luck tonight, and hopefully maybe we'll talk to you with a podium finish tonight, or hopefully next week we can talk to you and you be in that top 8 in points for the next round.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, man,
Trevor.
and thank you for broadcasting. Have a good night.
That is the 33 Trevor Benz. He is the series commissioner. Put on a heck of a year. Put on a heck of a schedule for these races here tonight. Let's see if we can't talk to Todd. He's out on the track. Drag him down here. Hey, number 66, Todd Smith. You got a copy?
Copy.
Hey, I see you out doing some laps. Looks like, 5th fastest so far here tonight. How's your car feel?
I got in that pit party. I had about 2 laps on it, and didn't really know what to look forward to. Run the high side some with Nolan, I think. We're pretty good there. I'm trying to get a little short run in here on the bottom. I don't really like it, but pretty slick. Know that sun's out there. Temperature is about 85 on track, so it should have a little bit more grip than this. But it's just bumpy as hell. I mean, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a pack. It's going to be some tight racing, I believe, till the tires wear, you know, and everybody kind of gets strung out. But it should be really fun on everybody can hold it out because, man, it's so slick coming off 2 and 4.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough night. You know, there's going to be, 3-4 wide going in and out of these turns. As wide as this track is, and one way may be faster, but, people's definitely going to try to dive bomb you. But
yeah, the shifting makes me dislike these cars some. I don't understand why we got to shift in the corners to be fast, which I'm not doing here. I'm trying to run me a run, staying kind of in 5th gear, but I know I got some people, and when I was in those draft, shipping down to 4th in the corner is probably the best way to do it, seems. But I don't really like that much, but the racing is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But you've got 11 races in this series. You've got your 1 win. You've got 7 top 5s and 8 top 10s. So you're finishing up front. You're finishing top 5. 75% of the time, 70% of the time. But you got 12 points to the good on the cut line. So hopefully we can, good stage points, a couple good stages, and you ought to be pretty good.
Yeah, I just gotta hang in there.
Yep, hang in there and just stay out of trouble is going to be
Right.
for this track here, because one little incident up front could damage half the pack.
And you know how sketchy these things are. You get them a little bit loose. It's tough to hang on to them sometimes. So just got to take care of it. Like you said, maybe a top 5. What I'm going to shoot for, just see what happens. It's a bunch of tough competitors out here. Just have to see how the cards fall.
Yep. Well, Todd, good luck to you. Hopefully we'll talk to you here with the podium finish later on this evening, and we'll talk to you down the road, I'm sure, for sure.
All right, buddy. 10-4. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Todd. That is Todd Smith. He is in 4th place on this playoff standings. 12 points above that cut line. Let's go ahead and bring in our 3rd place driver.
Surprise,
here, number
motherfucker.
14. We are surprised. That is the number 14, Joseph Klein. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. My apologies.
Hey, you're good, man. 12 points above that cut line. Looks like you're 4th fastest here tonight. Looks like a couple good stages. Decent finish. Looks like you should be able to move on as long as we can stay out of trouble. How do you feel how your car's going to do tonight?
Yes, sir. That's the plan, is to just hunt the front, stay out of trouble, and survive. Car feels pretty good. Don't want to give anything away, but looking forward to racing.
Well, I won't tell no secrets, so I don't, nobody watches these at home. But nobody watches, but you always hear people crashing because they're watching the broadcast instead of racing. So I don't blame you for that. But 11 races this season in this car. 5 of those were top 5s, and then you got the 9 top 10s. Good season. I mean, you're 3rd in points, 12 above the cut line. But it's going to be a fun race, wide track.
Well, yeah, lots of grooves, lots of places to roam around. I mean, if you can't find space here, you're not going to find space anywhere. So.
Yep. I think it's going to be taking care of your tires and trying to stay out of that 3-4 wide situation that some of these drivers will try to push and put you in and not be able to hold. Got that 14 looking good. Nice little paint scheme on it.
Oh boy. Appreciate it.
Yeah. But hey, good luck to you. Hopefully we can talk to you here later tonight. I know there's probably 9 other drivers in this chase that want to talk to me tonight as well. But
absolutely.
But hey, good luck to you, and hopefully we'll hear from you here later.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Joseph.
Sounds good. Yep. Thank you.
That is the 14, Joseph Klein. Sharp looking car he's got. Let's go ahead and bring in the next guy. It's nobody special here, but this is the number 9.
Come
Jason
on, try
Haney.
fucking harder.
We will try as hard as we can, Jason. That's all we got to do tonight.
Try as hard as we can. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you guys.
That's it. Just gonna keep trying harder and harder and harder.
Hey.
Hey, bud. What's up?
18 points above that cut line. Looks like track's a little tight for most, but pit parties kind of were a little funky. But how's your car feel, and how do you think your 18 points is going to stand up here?
I mean, it's too close. I mean, we're with having just two races for a round. It's super tight. Everybody's at risk. The only one that isn't right now, since he's here, as long as he makes a lap, is Kyle. Everybody else has got to play here. So you still got to go for the stage points. You got to try to get a buffer early in case you have troubles late. But if you try too hard, you might have troubles early, and then you could be on the outside looking in real quick tonight. So, I'm glad I got the win last week. I'm glad I got those extra points that I got. But then you look at the standings and go, oof, man, if I didn't, I'd really be feeling it. So I still feel it though. I don't feel like I've got that much of a buffer. Certainly with the guys that were racing, the playoffs are strong. These are drivers that can score some points. So we're gonna have to come full gun tonight and just try to manage the car, take care of it. It feels good. It is a little snug, but I've worked into it, and it's probably gonna get tighter as the night goes on. So we'll just have to be ready for it.
Yep, you got that Napa 9 looking good tonight. But you got 11 starts in this series. You've got those 2 wins and 7 top 5s and 7 top 10s. So you've had a good year, finishing 65-70% in the top 5. That ought to make you feel pretty good for this series. A lot of good drivers have showed up to race this Friday night Thunder Series. But it's one of these. This is one of those tracks where you hope it don't happen, but a big one could happen.
It's as close to a super speedway as you're going to get, right? It's high banks, it's full throttle, little bit of off throttle in the corners to get the car to rotate, and the draft really is king. So you want to stay in your pack. You don't want to lose the draft or anything like that because you will fall back. So these guys are all fast. It's competitive. It's going to be a heck of a show. I hope you all enjoy it, and hopefully I get to be back here talking to you at the end.
Absolutely. Jason, good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you later. If not, that 18-point cushion, hopefully that can jump you into that next round.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jason. That is the number 9, Jason Haney. Looking good in the 9 Napa. Let's bring in the legend. He's not on the track, so you're not going to get a car. We can pull him in anyway. This is the number 13, Kyle Heath, the most winningest driver here at FGR. Kyle Heath, you got a copy?
No, I got you.
Hey, looks like back up on top of the speed charts for tonight's race. How's your car feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty darn good. Earlier we had a practice session, and I didn't really too much like the practice session that much, but I learned a little something then and learned something now because the track's a lot cooler and it feels different. It feels good. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm hoping we have a good race.
125 laps, 3 sets of
Yeah,
tires in the pits.
you've put on a heck of a year. You've raced 10 races here in this series. You got 4 of those are wins. 7 top 5s and 8 top 10s.
Let's have a good race.
So you're finishing up front all the time with those wins for sure. It's going to help. But looks like you run 1 lap. You should be pretty safe
we'll have 9
at
drivers
making it.
for 8 spots.
But
so,
that 55-point cushion,
let's have a fun race.
knock on wood, your internet don't go out here in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, I think, yeah. Well, I hope we'll be good because all the storms are cleared out. It was bad earlier.
Yeah, well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're making it, and you make us all better. But I'll go ahead and let you go. I see you guys are getting ready here for qualifying. But good luck to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you tonight and run a lap, and you'll for sure be into next week in that round of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kyle. Good luck to you.
Thank you. You too.
And that is all your playoff drivers. I set them up to where they had a time so they could come in and we could have a chat with them here. We got all of them except for the number 8 the 8th place running Eric Winkelspec right there. He's got that 8-point cushion, but if he does not, he's got about 10 minutes to get into this room. If he doesn't, he will not get any points. And even if that'll just kick him out for sure from making it. It's not not the way he wants to go out, but you know, stuff happens to where he can't make a race. That is the end of practice. You see Kyle Heath, Nolan Milnes, Andrew Gross, Joseph Klein, Todd Smith, Jason Haney. Those are your fast guys here. Let's get rid of that. Try to see who's on track in the playoffs. Who's going to be the first playoff driver here to take a lap? Looks like it is going to be that number 84. Nancy, this is Auto Club. It is an old track in California that is no longer on the circuit. That most of the track has now been destroyed, but it is a fun track to race. Trading paints. Nolan, I'll do that. Let me do that right now here real quick. Make sure we get all these. Yep, it did not work, and I'm not able to close it all right now. So he'll just be bannerless, but we do know that 84 jumping up to the top of the board there with a 40.72 is a playoff driver. It's like Edwin James playing spoiler here early in qualifying. And there's the 33, Trevor Benz. Joseph Klein jumping up behind him. And then you got the Eagle up front now, 40.28. Nolan Milnes back up front, 40.16 on his second lap. Looks like Trevor Benz got a little faster on his second lap. Wasn't enough. Klein jumping up to second. Kyle Heath running almost identical times. He's 1/1000th of a second slower than Nolan. So the 84 is going to be up front currently. That 00, your playoff driver, Caleb West. It's going to move him up to 9th so far. Coming down to his second lap. A little quicker. Wasn't enough to move him up. Here is the 24, Joshua O'Brien. Got a little under 5 minutes left of practice. Got about 6 drivers here that have not taken a lap. Move O'Brien, P4 to 40.25. Number 9, Jason Haney. He just took his green flag lap. First lap's going to move the 9 to 8th spot with a 40.48. Nine, Jason Haney up to spot number 5 currently. Looks like Zachary Wake, he's 8 points above that cut line. He's taking his first lap there. It's going to put him 14th to 40.80. Zachary Wake moving up to 7th to 40.33. It's like Todd Smith. He will be the last playoff driver to qualify. .41.07 on his first lap. Oh, a little loose. Oh, and he spins out coming. That is not where that playoff driver wanted to start. He's going to start at the tail end of the field. Last man to qualify. It's going to be Alex Schumacher in the 68.
Yeah, I don't do the lap away. You got to lose on me. It's tough, man. I need more practice. It is what it is. Did it to myself. Good lap up front, y'all.
Alex Schumacher's first lap, 40:19.
Yeah, great lap for both those boys up front. Well done.
That
And that's when you went around.
by far the fastest first lap we've seen. See how much you
And
can
if it
pick
may
up.
concern, Corey, if you didn't pretty much say it, or see that I saw it, I put my banner on like 10 minutes ago, so feel free to
And he
refresh Trading
missed.
Paints to see that.
He was only able to get one lap done as time has required. Nolan, I am sorry, I did refresh my Trading Paints and it did not put your banner on. I did try to refresh it and it still didn't show up.
Good luck, everybody. Let's have a fun race tonight.
So this is how we're going to start off here this evening. 125 laps here at Auto Club. Got Nolan Milnes, fastest up front, starting pole with a 40:160. Kyle Heath to his outside. He was a thousandth of a second slower. Alex Schumacher, number 68, trying to play spoiler, starting third. Joseph Klein, starting fourth. Fifth place starting is Josh O'Brien. Jason Haney, the 9, is going to start 6th. Andrew Gross starts 7th. 42, Zachary Wake is going to start 8th. 33, Trevor Benz is going to roll off 9th. And Brian Hayberger is going to come out 10th. Ben Summerford starting 11th. Ivan Deschamps, he's going to start 12th. Michael Moquin going to roll off 13th. Edwin James in the 46 going to be 14th. Caleb West, 00, he's going to roll off 15th. Taylor Curtin, the 814 is going to roll off 16th. Mark Olette in the 80, 17th.
My sequential decides when it wants to work.
Todd Smith in the 66 is going to start the tail end of the field after what we've seen was a little loose coming off of 4. He's going to end up starting 18th. Bring up some race info here real quick for you before this race gets underway.
Bunch of field up, close the gaps, close the gaps.
Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana, California, just outside of LA a little bit. 2-mile track, track temps 81, 79 degrees outside. It is clear with the 11-mile-an-hour wind, which, depending on that wind direction, could cause a little bit of issues that these drivers may not be used to. But it is that time.
Close up the
Race
gap.
number 2,
Close up the gap.
cutoff race. It is race 12 of the season. Race 2 and the cutoff for the playoffs. Got 10 drivers battling it out. And we're underway. Green flag is out. Kyle Heath's able to stay right to the door of the 84. Getting a good push on that inside lane. There's the 68 to the inside of the 84. Put Alex Schumacher up front. That's 24 O'Brien. Oh, and Schumacher got a little loose. Going to make it easy for the 24. 84 around the 68. 13 round easy. Now he's got the 9 to his outside. Looks like he's going to come back in front of the 9. So from 1st to 4th on a little slip. The 13 to the inside of the 84, 68 following the 13 on the bottom. Cannot find a camera that I like. Oh, we had a little contact with a 48 and 42. '24, Josh O'Brien. Up front. That's what he sees out of his mirror. Nothing but 13. Dives it down into turn 1. Got the 24, 13, and 68 all together. '68 is all over the 13. Alex Fuller, I'd like to see Zach Wake get a win. Everyone's due for one at some point. Thanks for watching. Got some Andrew Luck, mom and dad. He's back running 9th currently. Is that 48? Had a number change here at the beginning of the week. Looks like he's passing Brian for 8th. Get that pass done. The 68 looking to the outside of the 13. Got your pole sitter, 84, Nolan Milnes. He's in 4th. Oh, he just scraped the wall a little bit. Being chased by the 14, Joseph Klein. Andrew Gross. He's moved up to 6th. Right on the bumper of that 14. Got a few guys in here not in the playoffs trying to play some spoiler. A lot of good drivers here tonight. On the inside of the 84 is going to make that pass. See that high side momentum. Got some 3 wide. Coming off of turn 4. Andrew's going to dive way down to the bottom. May have got a little loose. Looks like he may lose a couple spots. Got the 68 inside the 13. Still holding off. Oh, he may have got a little loose there. So I guess going to give the 13. Give Kyle Heath the lead. He's going to dart back up in front of that 24. Get a big arc going into turn 1 and 2. 68, 24 side by side. He's now side by side with the 68. These runs are coming and going. They get single file and they all fan out. 14 to the inside of the 68. 68 inside the 84. We're 3 wide. Got a little loose there. 33 got in the back of him. That 48 sticking to that high side. Oh, 14 hardened the wall that time. 48 got lucky. He wasn't any closer. A couple inches closer and he would have ran into the back of him. Three wide again. 14, 48, and 68. What a race these guys are putting on. From third to about the top 8. Right here. 9th. Can't forget about Brian Hayberger.
Hello, Caleb. Hello, Caleb.
Halfway through stage 1. Be lap 30. The completion of lap 30.
Thank you, Adam.
Quick rundown of our playoff drivers. Got Kyle Heath, 13. He's started the race 55 points above the cut. Him running 1 lap. Guaranteed his spot into the next round. He's up front, but he's got pressure from the 24. Nolan Milnes in the 84, currently running 3rd. He's 20 points below the cut line, so he's needing some good stages, good finish. Currently running 3rd for that 84. And you got the 33, Trevor Benz, 10 points above the cut line. Right behind him's that 14, Joseph Klein, 3rd in standings, running 5th currently. Pressure from the 68 and the 48. Driver's going to be the 9 of Jason Haney in that 9th spot. Jason's 18 points above the cut line. Behind him's the 5, Michael Moquin. He's 8 points below the cut line, so this is not the start of the race he necessarily wanted. It's not going to put him out of it, but it's going to make the next stage and the finish a lot more important here in 10 laps. And he gets into the wall. He's going to let our next driver, Zachary Wake, is going to move into 10th place. Zachary's 8 points above the cut line. So that's the spot that Michael did not need to lose. Looks like he's going to fight back on the inside. Running 13th, we've got our 00, Caleb West. He's also 8 points above the cut. Stage points would help, but not a necessity. Running 13th, got to keep it clean. And then our 9th and last place playoff driver on the track is the 66. Todd Smith running 15th. He did start at the tail end of the field after spinning on his qualifying lap. Just moved up a few spots. Let's jump back up here in the lead. It is now the number 84. Nolan Milnes, the man with the most points needed to gain. He said he was good at this track, and he is showing it. We'll come down to 7 laps here left in the stage. A lot can happen in 7 laps, but he's where he wants to be and needs to be. I am going to keep the points updated for the most part. That may take me a little bit. My girlfriend is going to be updating them after the stages. That 68's back up front. So is a 24 diving to the inside. 24 is going to get the lead. Don't forget about that gold 33, Trevor Benz, up to P4. Take a look at this 48. Andrew Gross running 6th. He is the fastest driver, fastest lap of the race so far with a 40.054. It's about 500ths of a second faster than anybody else on the track. He is the only one with a 40.0. Some good stuff there by that 48. Three laps to go here. Got Nolan Milnes running 2nd. Trevor Benz running 3rd. Kyle Heath making his comeback now, running on the inside. Trying to get stage points for all these guys. Two laps here till the end of this stage. Keep the battle on here up front, the 24 and 84. Down to 1 lap. White flag lap for stage 1. 84 is going to send it. 9 points is going to be big for him. He'd like to get that extra one though and move into 10th. He's going to dive to the inside of the 24. If he can make it stick, he's going to slide up in front. Cross over by the 24. They're side by side. Who's going to have the momentum? Looks like the 84, Nolan Milnes, is going to get it. Heck of a run. Caution flag is out, stage 1.
Good stuff, Nolan.
Yeah, good running, man. Reminded me of Michigan.
Pace car currently in turn 2.
Pace car available.
What a stage. 84, Nolan Milnes is going to take 10 points. It's what he needed. 24, Josh O'Brien, Alex Schumacher, Trevor Benz is going to get a few stage points. Kyle Heath, Andrew Gross, Jason Haney, Joseph Klein, Michael Moquin, and Zachary Wake all getting stage points. Caleb West finished 11th, just missing it. I'll put my girlfriend to work here, and here in a few minutes we'll see what that's going to look like. What a stage, what a stage. Everybody went down, got some fresh tires, some fuel, maybe a little damage fixed if they had it. Looks like Nolan Milnes was able to hold up front. Josh O'Brien, he lost a few spots. He's back down to 9th, and he finished 2nd. Nolan Milnes is going to lead us off here. Alex Schumacher, he's going to be on his outside. Andrew Gross is going to start 3rd. Trevor Benz 4th. Kyle Heath is going to start 5th. Joseph Klein 6th. 42, Zachary Wake's going to be 7th. 5, Michael Moquin 8th. And there's the 24, Josh O'Brien. He's going to start 9th. Jason Haney is going to start this 10th. Then the 00, Caleb West is going to be 11th. Todd Smith 12th. Ben Summerford, Edwin James, Mark Ouellette, Brian Hayberger, Taylor Curtin, and Ivan Deschamps is how we run. Pace cars off. We're underway. 84 with a good jump. Maybe a little checkup. Everybody had a checkup. You see the 48 and the 33 both getting the back of those lead cars. And look at the 66 on the high side. Sticking it out there. Making it work. 84 up front. '66 says it's time to go. He did not get any stage points there in that first stage.
I can't get out of the wall. Oh my God.
He's in the wall. That's going to lose him a lot.
That's a lot of wasted time there. Sorry, y'all.
Come back up to the front. We've got a battle here. To the outside, he's going to clear the 84. 84 getting swapped from 1st to 4th, 5th. We're going back to 5th. He did fall back a little bit in that first stage, able to storm back. Lap 70 is going to be our Stage 2 completion. It's up to 14 to the inside. Almost 3 wide. 48's going to get a good run. '68 runs high. 48 says I can run higher. Or the 48. '33 may have got into the wall a little bit there. Let's move that 5, Michael Moquin. 14 and 48 side by side for second. 5 right behind them. 33 coming back. Three wide for second. Got the 5, 14 and 48. Oh, and the 5 gets loose, and around goes the 5 of Michael Moquin. Go back and look at that, see if he's got any damage. Looks like he just got loose and it just went right around. It did. He's loose, overcorrected, and jerked it back left. He was able to keep it off the wall, but right in that spot where he had to back up, had to kill his time. Other than hot tires and a lot of time lost. Now he's out of the draft. About 26 laps left. He is the last car, so he may be able to stay on the lead lap. Jump back up here to the front. Alex Schumacher still has it, being chased by Andrew Gross and Trevor Benz. Second 33, diving it inside. Come out beside the 40, 48. That high side momentum. Just gonna have to make sure it works. Oh, we got the 48 blinking a little bit. Jump back here on the 33 to watch this. Got the 24 coming back into frame after restarting 9th after the pit stop. Andrew Gross may have tagged the wall a little bit. He would have had to lose that much momentum. It's going to lose him several spots here. 24 on his inside now. Kyle Heath in the 13. Running the inside. Pull up in front of the 33. Who's going to cross him over? All this is going behind the 68. Pull him down so they can't get a draft on him.
Andrew, you just disappeared for the whole back stretch. Everybody go along, everybody go along, I'm getting out of the way.
48. having some connection issues. Tough luck for him. Oh, and we got a wreck. Caution is out.
Sorry, Nolan, I got loose.
Backing down for car.
Hopefully it's not too bad. Sorry, dude.
Gotta check it for the pace car. Give me an EWL. Give me an EWL.
Key up one more time.
Never mind. Never mind.
So Trevor gets loose. He's loose there. You see the angle of his car coming down the track. Oh, right into the 84. The 48 hard into the wall. And into the 84. Yeah, he's going to have to use a fast repair. Trevor Benz, after getting loose, looks like he probably got the least of any of them. Let's ride on with the 48. Let's see what that looks like here. Let's go to the cockpit.
One around 5.
See the 33 way loose. Just nothing he could do. And you see the middle fingers out the window for Nolan Millis in the 84. The 48's lost most of his steering. Got 20 laps here till the end of the stage. Alex Schumacher, Kyle Heath, Joseph Klein, Jason Haney, Joshua O'Brien. It's your top 5. Todd Smith, Zachary Wake, Brian Hayberger, Edwin James, and Caleb West. Top 10. Ben Summerford, Taylor Curtin, Mark Olette, Trevor Benz, Andrew Gross, Michael Moquin, Ivan Deschamps, and Nolan Milnes. It's going to round out the field. We've had 18 drivers start. All 18 are on the lead lap and running. Kudos to these guys. Good clean race up until that point. It's one of those that we're glad it happened. You know, back there in 7th, 8th place where they were running versus, you know, 2nd or 3rd, to have that possibility of taking out a few other drivers. We will see if Michael and Nolan probably, if Nolan took tires, he should be able to drive to the front with ease and to be able to make stage points here. We'll have to keep an eye on him. He's going to restart. Oh, let's see, restart 16th. Yeah, he's going to restart 16th. So we'll keep an eye on him.
Oh, on side. Close it up, buddy.
Green flag is out. 68 with a big jump. Pulled straight down to the bottom. Getting out of that draft as fast as he could. Got that 66. Todd Smith starting to tail into the field. He's up to 4th. A little bit of pressure from the 24.
Sorry about that, Taylor.
You're good. You're fine, but
13, Kyle Heath. Running 3rd. He just hit the fastest lap of the race with a 39.909. Drive to the inside of the 14, take 2nd away. It's like 24. Looking to the inside of the 66 to take 4th. To the inside. Oh, they made a little contact.
Whoa.
All right.
Side by side here for the lead. 68, 13. Driving it into 3. 13's going to slide up in front. Oh, he made a little wiggle there by the 13. He's going to let the 68 cross him over to now his inside. Side by side for the lead. We'll just keep it right here for a minute. Got the 14, the 13, the 68, 66, 24, and the 9. Got all 6 of them right here. 11 laps till the end of this stage. Fourteen's trying to get him to bite. Oh, got a little contact. Little bump draft in here at Auto Club Speedway. Big wiggle by the 14. It's going to put him in the middle, make him lose a few spots. Go back here, 9 laps till the end of the stage. There is that 84, Nolan Milnes. He's running 8th currently. He is catching this lead pack fast. Going to slide this over here. After stage 1. That's how your points are going to be. Not counting stage 2 points. Nolan 10 below the cut line. Michael Moquin 6 below. Eric Winkelspec, he'll be out. So really it's just a battle. Taking Eric out. Caleb West 6. Jason Haney up to 20 above. Trevor Benz 15 points above. Joseph Klein 13. That is a big jump. So really he's only 4 points below the cut line is Nolan. You've seen Michael Moquin, the 5. He had some issues running 13th currently. Nolan's up to 6th. So that's going to give him the 4 points to Michael. So that's going to come down to the finish of the race. So it's going to be tight up front. Nolan's just trying to move on around. The 9 of Jason Haney. Got 5 laps to go, coming to 4 laps at the line. Got the 1-3 leading the pack, Kyle Heath. Nolan Milnes making a move to the inside of the 9. He's going to have a little over a lap to complete that pass. Try to run from the 14. 14 hard into the wall in the 14. He's still losing it. That's Joseph Klein.
Oh, that was sketchy.
Kyle Heath's going to be your stage 2 winner. I'm sorry. Stage 2 winner, Kyle Heath. Looks like the 66 Todd Smith's going to get second.
Hello, racing.
Josh O'Brien.
Great racing, boys. That was fun, Nolan. Yeah, it was. Wish I wasn't on tires that spun out at 200 mile an hour, but other than that, yeah, that was a good job, guys. And you're good, Trevor. No biggie.
Those 5 stage points for Nolan is going to give him a 1-point advantage over Michael Moquin. Michael ended up finishing the stage in 12th, so no stage points for him. The 5 for Nolan. So Eric Winkelspeck's going to be out. Michael is 1 point below the cut line. We've got ourselves a race here right on that cut line. But it is still close. Some of these drivers are not going to be able to get a bad finish. Got Joseph Klein currently sitting 17th. We've seen his little incident. Got Caleb West, the 00, he's 15th. Michael Moquin, 12th. Trevor Benz ended up 11th in that stage. Zachary Wake, 7th. A few stage points for him. Nolan, Jason, and Todd and Kyle. We've got pit stops. Looks like Brian Hayberger, he's going to stay out. Got the lucky dog. Oh, and Nolan missed his pit box. Looks like the first off pit road's going to be the 66.
Damn.
Kyle Heath still sitting. He will have made it. The 68 was the first off pit road. 68 Alex Schumacher, first off pit road.
I was going to ask if you got it, Todd. I don't know how the two of us got it.
Went from 11th to 3rd on that pit stop.
The way I arranged my HUD, the pit speed was behind one of my boxes, and I couldn't see what it was. That messed me up. Dang it.
Todd Smith with a speeding penalty. It's going to hurt. But he should be 18 points or so, 18, 19 points above the cut line. with that second place stage 2. So we're going to line up 68, Alex Schumacher on the inside. 9, Jason Haney on his outside. 33, Trevor Benz running third. 84, Nolan Milnes. He's back up to fourth. 48, Andrew Gross. After those connection issues, he's back up to fifth. 42, Zachary Wake running sixth. Michael Moquin in the 5 is running seventh. Edwin James in the 46. He's going to line up 8th. Mark Olette
All right, now keep
sitting
that
inside the
pace,
top
speed,
10
don't
with
be slow.
9th.
Speed,
And
don't be
Ivan
slowing down to the retard
Deschamps
zone.
running 10th. Taylor Curtin, Caleb West, Ben Summerford, Joseph Klein, Kyle Heath, Todd Smith, Joshua O'Brien, and Brian Hayberger. That's your 18. Got the green flag is back out. .68 out to a big lead. Front 5 are a little more scattered out. Look at this mess back here. Got 3 wide. The 7, Ivan Deschamps. The 14, Joseph Klein. And the 66, Todd Smith. They're still 3 wide. Get these points updated for you as soon as possible. Back up front, we're just single file. It's like the 33 starting to put a little bit of pressure on the 9. Try to bump him
Thank
up,
you, Brian.
let him get caught up to the 68.
Not a problem.
Good side-by-side battle back here for 6th. 42, Zachary Wake. '14, Joseph Klein. 46, 66, and the 5 working his way back up to the front. '48 and '33 are side by side for 3rd. '48 able to get around the 33. Sets his sights on the 9. Riding on with Nolan Milnes here, setting in 5th. 1 point above the cut line. He's just going to have to finish ahead. Ahead of the 5, Michael Moquin. We're under caution. Let's go back. Looks like Edwin James. Oh, looks like he got a little loose. 24
pace
got
car on the
into
back
him.
stretch out of 2, slowing up out of 2 to the pace car.
Around backwards on the track. Come to the complete stop. Tries to get her going. He's got a little loose. Car started running up the hill on him. Turned it down. Had to let off. The 24 was right there. everybody's in to get some fuel and tires. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this thing
Keep
set
getting
up.
late pit calls on my pit entry, Nolan. That's why I slowed down a little bit too much.
Here are your playoff standings. We've got to remember Eric Winklespec will not get any points.
Yeah, mine was like
so he's going to be out.
2-1.
That is the wrong one. That is from stage number 1. Click on the right one here. That is it. Right, so Eric's out, so that's really going to move because he will not get any points at the end of the race. So kick Eric out. Eric, we love you, but you're already out. Nolan Milnes, so that's going to move Nolan into the plus, but he'll be +1 over Michael. So that one spot is all he's looking for ahead of the 5. And then Caleb West is +5, Zachary Wake +10, Joseph Klein, he's going to be +12. You've got Trevor Benz sitting at +14, Todd Smith +18, Jason Haney, he started the day at +18. He's now at +25, getting stage points in both stages. And Kyle Heath, he's made it. If my math is correct, it looks like Kyle Heath, Jason Haney, and Todd Smith both have enough points that they are locked in. Trevor Benz is just about going to have to get a DNF or wreck out now for him not to make it. And then Joseph Klein, Zachary Wake, they can't have anything happen. Caleb West and Nolan really just need to finish ahead of Michael Moquin. Caleb's got a 6-point. He's running a little further back. He's got a 6-point advantage. Or is that 9? It's going to be a 9-point advantage over Moquin. We're back racing. I'm over here looking at this stuff and missing the start. Let me get this off the screen here. If I can find my mouse. Got that 66 up front. About 37 laps to go. Got Michael Moquin running second. Nolan Milnes in 5th. Got Nolan. He's going to have to finish 10 spots ahead of Caleb West to take that spot over. Michael needs to finish 11 spots ahead of Caleb to take that over, to knock Caleb out. that is not what the 84 wants to see. The 9 diving it down to the inside. He's going to take the lead over. Got that high side momentum storming back. Going to get the 66 back up front for the time being. Oh, we got the 5 stuck in the wall. That wall sucked him in. He's going to lose a lot of spots here. 33 with a big checkup is going to make him lose some spots. We're 3 wide right in front of him. 24, 14, and 83. Still going in the wrong direction. Ooh, a little loose for the 83. Got the 9. The inside of the 48. Gonna take second over. Going to leave us here with 30 laps to go. It's going to be 30 laps till 2 of our playoff drivers will be booted and no longer racing for a championship. Got an awesome 3-wide battle back here with the 5, 14, and 24.
My bad. I heard clear and jumped on it like a piranha.
Got the 9 to the inside of the 66. Nine's made a move up front, but hasn't been able to stick it. Looks like he's going to get it now. Now the 13's looking to the inside of the 9. And 9's disappearing a little bit. Oh, it looks like he got into the wall. Number 9, Jason Haney up front. Followed by the 13 and the 66. At the 68, he's worked his way back up front.
Amazing saves.
Oh, and the 68 and 13 get into each other.
Never touched you. Never even got close to my side draft yet.
Yeah, bullshit. I wouldn't have turned left for nothing.
I really couldn't tell. I thought you moved off the wall toward him, but it may have been some contact there to start it. May have been some space there. I thought you moved off the wall.
Lee! Could have been those bumps. When you bump somebody or make contact with these bumps, shit happens.
Pace car out of 2 on the backstretch, slowing down out of 2 for the pace car.
'68, where you at?
613's going to come up, give a bump to the 9. They're both moving up the track. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell who's at fault with the lines. It looked like the lines switched directions. Does look like they're yeah, it looks like the 68 moved up just a little bit to make contact. I mean, it's hard to place any blame. I mean, it wasn't much if he was moving up or if Kyle was moving down. I mean, it was tight, that contact. These cars don't like it, but they like side drafting, and that's what you're going to get when we side draft with net code and everything else. Fun ride for the 13. That is going to change the front up just a little bit. After those pit stops, we had the top 5 stay out. Alex Schumacher, Edwin James, Brian Hayberger, Nolan Milnes, Zachary Wake stayed out. Drivers that went down pit road, whether they took tires or not. We were watching the replay and I didn't see who was able to get them, but Joseph Klein, Trevor Benz, Jason Haney, and Michael Moquin. They are your first 4 that just pitted. Josh O'Brien, Ben Summerford, Todd Smith, Caleb West, Mark Olette, Kyle Heath, Ivan Deschamps, Taylor Curtin, and Andrew Gross. Everyone on the lead lap. All 18 drivers that have started are still running. think we'll see pretty quick if those from 6 on back took tires. And we're on lap 102. Pace car dives off. Got Alex Schumacher and Edwin James. Front row. 68's going to take off. Dive straight to the bottom. Got 3 wide. For second. 83, 84, 46. Everybody's still double wide from about 4th on back. Takes a few laps for these tires to get enough temp in them to make them stick. It's 84 into the wall. How about the 83, 84, and the 9 around. And 9 is really the only car that's made a big move since the pit stop. Oh, and we've got contact with the 14 and 84. And the 84 is sideways. Can he save it? Oh, and he hits the inside wall. That is not what the 84 needs. He's going to have a caution now to even have a chance. He fought all the way back. Back up front, we got the 68 Alex Schumacher. He's jumped out to a 1.2 second lead over Haney. That 83 Brian Hayberger. He's all over the 9. Got a bunch of cars right here all bundled up, trying to fight their way up to the front. 24, 5, 32, Ben Summerford. So the 24 get a little loose there. 84, Nolan Milnes could not see that, but he was hoping he would go ahead and loop it. $15 laps to go here. Do a quick rundown of our playoff drivers. Got Jason Haney in the 9. He's running second. He's locked in. Trevor Benz running fourth. He's pretty close to locking in. He's 14 above the cut, so as long as he finishes anywhere close to where he's at now, he'll be good. Behind him, you got the 13, Kyle Heath. He's already locked in, running fifth. The 5 of Michael Moquin. He was 1 point back to start this stage, and he needed to beat Nolan by 1 spot. And it looks like after Nolan's got loose, if you don't get a caution, that's going to be pretty easy if he just keeps it straight. Behind him, got the 66, Todd Smith. He's just about all but locked in. Ben Summerford, and you got Caleb West as our next playoff driver. He's 11th. He should be moving on. If we can finish in the 11th or 12th. Looks like Andrew Gross putting some pressure on him.
I'm bad. Time break. We can break them up.
Zachary Wake in the 13 or the 13th spot. Joseph Klein, 14.
You're crashing.
Got Todd Smith. He just went around. His left rear is not spinning. So that's going to end up bringing out a caution, because he's not going to be able to make it back around to pit road unless he gets off the track before he tows. But he is safe. Todd Smith's 18 points above the
I'm
cut.
low up here, crash.
And then Nolan Milnes, he's the next driver. He's in 17th. Did have a pass for the lead. The 9 was able to get it at around the 68. Let me see if I can't go back and find that. Here was your pass for the lead going into turn 1. Nine was able to make that bottom stick, run right up the track, right in front of him. That is how the 9 got the lead. See what happened to the 66. He's working the outside. 46 gets loose. Oh! 46 big loose. into the 66. Wrong spot, wrong time for the 66. Looks like he was able to get down pit road, use his fast repair, and he's back out and going. Jason Haney, your leader, crossing the line. He's going to have 7 laps to go. Looking for back-to-back wins after winning last week. Won last week at Iowa. See if he can't put another win together here. He's going to be 5 laps away. But don't look behind you, Jason. You've got the Eagle. He's going to be running you down. After he spun 25 to go, he wasn't happy. A mad eagle's never a good eagle. He's got his sights set on that 9. And he is closing in. Diving it in there, goes to 13. See him gain a lot on the 9, but the 9 was able to gain a little bit of it back in the middle. 13 still closing. Then he's
Come on,
drafting
I
now.
know when y'all want to wreck.
I reckon traffic down in the airfield. Didn't call it.
Gonna get a big run. To the inside of the 9. They touch. Jason Haney ain't going to give it away that easy. He's going to fight back to the inside. There goes the 9 to the inside. If he can make it stick. We are down to our last lap. Final lap. Kyle Heath, Jason Haney. The battle is on. They have both already advanced into the next round. Who's going to get those extra 5 playoff points? Kyle Heath low that time. Jason Haney stayed higher. It's not going to be enough. Kyle Heath, number 13, takes the checkered flag. Jason Haney
Nice win,
second.
Kyle. Congrats on that comeback.
48, Andrew Gross.
Congrats to everybody that made the advance. Let's go. Good
Michael
playoff race,
Moquin.
everybody. Great race, great race.
Josh O'Brien, you top 5. Trevor Ben 6. Ben Summerford. Caleb West 8th. Ryan Hayberger 9th. Ivan Deschamps was a top 10. Joseph Klein. Zachary Wake.
I'll take the top 10 any day.
Taylor Curtin. Mark Olette. Alexander Schumacher. He's scoring 16th currently. 17th place is Todd Smith, and 18th Edwin James.
Kyle, congrats on the win. Next time I'll make sure to finish you off.
I'd work on restart respect first, but that's just me.
I mean, that's a you problem. You can learn to do the same thing.
Say that one more time for me. One more time.
To somebody, what's going on with you?
Hey Andrew, it's Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
I'm just driving, man. Like, come on, don't be like.
Yeah, I got a copy.
Yeah, give me just 2 seconds
No, I just
here.
gave you
Let
a
me
tip.
turn
If
off
you can't
this.
handle the tip, and you're gonna snap back at me like that, that's not how this works. Do you remember who I am?
There we go. We don't need to hear that. But hey, Andrew, coming home P3. Heck of a race today. Looks like you fought hard. You were running up front, and then it looked like you had a little connection issue and kind of dropped back to the back, and then kind of got caught up with the 33, getting a little loose into the 84, back up into you. But good run. Looks like your mom and dad wished you some luck here a little earlier. But tell me about your race.
Yeah, I was coming into it tonight. I didn't know what to expect, honestly. Didn't know if I was going to have some speed or whatnot, so I was just playing it safe, patient, just running my course. Had a little run-in with Joe Klein. Sorry about that, Joe. Just a little bit exciting there, and it just just emotions got a little bit the best of us. But no, just quiet all night, Then the last caution just ran as hard and pretty much as safely as I could to save my tires, and surprised I came out with a P3.
Hey, you had a heck of a run. We seen you drive from the back to the front, and I mean you were putting on a show, but it was good racing all over the track. Didn't look like any one person really dominated. That anybody could run up front if you were in the right line and got the right run at the right time. But I mean, hey, kudos to you, P3. You non-playoff driver, but still up here playing spoiler, taking some points away from some of these other drivers.
Yeah, man, that's all I can ask for. Had to give up my spot due to some things, but got it all figured out for now, and I guess just keep racing. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for watching. Good to get my wife's car up here on the broadcast in P3. Give her a shout out. John Lynch made this car for her, fighting hypophosphatasia. So just keep fighting and racing forward.
Hey, absolutely, buddy. Hey, I'll give you a few seconds here if you want to give out any shout outs or anything you want to say here to your fans or anything?
Yeah, just hope you guys enjoyed the race. Had a good time running from all the way back up to P3. Didn't know if I was going to get Mike McQuinn there, but I got him on the last lap, and good thing Josh O'Brien was side drafted him going into 3 and 4, and that's pretty much what saved me. But yeah, tonight was just a drafting track. You just gotta push your way up to better positions and make your passes accordingly. Just be patient and just use side drafts and do what you can to get position.
Hey man, hell of a race. Congratulations, P3 again. Hi, Mom and Dad. Thanks for coming out to watch him. He put on a heck of a show. Andrew, we're glad to have you here. We'll see you. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you. We'll see y'all next week.
That is the 48, Andrew Gross. Mom and Dad watching. They should be proud. Put on a heck of a drive. Going back towards the back after that connection issue a little bit. That's the kind of stuff happens, but he didn't give up. He didn't quit and drove all the way back up to P3. Good run by the 48.
Come on, try fucking harder.
Hey, Jason, this is Corey up in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Corey, I got a copy.
Hey, if you tried harder, you could have held that off.
I'm fine with what I had, what I brought. I tried to get as much of a gap on him because I knew he had a better car than me. Kyle, 99% of the time, is going to be faster than me when we're on the same strategy. And even with him getting spun, I knew if he made his way through the field, what I needed was 2 more laps of him being held up. And so I'm disappointed in the rest of the field just letting Eagle get on by. But that's just joking matter. But no, congrats to him. I'm happy for the 9 Napa team. A first and a second to start the playoffs. I'm ecstatic. I got some stage points, locked myself in before we got to the 3rd stage, and got to have some fun. So it was good. I enjoyed it.
Hey, that's what it's all about. Those stage points and staying clean. It looks like there are a few drivers didn't stay clean or just kind of wrecked on their own. But I mean that happens. But I mean that's just part of racing. And you put on a heck of a drive. It was fun watching. I mean it was a fun track to watch. It was hard to stay off the front pack because there's 4 or 5 or 6 drivers that they just kept swapping. And I mean it was just a heck of a show.
Yeah, it was hectic with the packs because here just that draft and that speed and the runs you get with the low and the high lines really keeps everybody together because you could enter high, somebody could gap you by 4 or 5 car lengths, and by the end of the next straightaway with the momentum that you had coming out of the corner, you were right back to them. And it was an accordion style. You had to be wary of the runs, which you have to here because if you're trying to do a slide job or something, you got to make sure that door's still open when you make it. But I mean, everybody seemed to drive a really good, clean race. I mean, yeah, there's going to be incidents. That's going to happen. You can't prevent that completely. But I thought the field showed up, and everybody really raced good, and and put on a good show. It was fun to race. It was fun to be a part of. Auto Club always seems to not disappoint and put on some pretty good racing. And the strategies played out there in that 3rd stage with that first caution, and a few drivers decided to take tires there, and then we had a caution shortly thereafter with 25 to go, and that's where the door opened to say, okay, this is the time. 40 to go was a little early to me, so I thought just get fuel and make sure I can make it to the end. And if it ran out, at least I had enough fuel. I may not have had the tire, but I had enough fuel. But that second caution in stage 3 really kind of opened the door to say, okay, now's the time. Let's take them and see where it puts us. And you know what? Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda had to win, but I just didn't have enough left to battle Kyle when he got to me. I tried to door him a little bit down the straightaway just to let him know I wasn't going to take it easy. I had to put some action up there. I wasn't going to pull over and be like, go on by, Eagle. But it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, heck of a race. Hey, I'll give you the mic here for a few seconds if you can give out any shout outs.
All right. Well, shout out to First Gear Racing. Shout out to the whole admin team. including yourself, for doing the broadcasts on Friday nights for us. Really appreciate it. You do a great job, and keep everybody interactive. And thanks to the fans. Other than what's going on in the chat, which we'll take care of here in a minute, most of the people that watch us are super friendly and supportive and enjoy what we do and what we get to do. And thanks to my family, Christopher's here tonight. He was supporting me, rooting for me during the race. So thanks to the kids for being on my side and cheering me on. And we'll see y'all next week.
All right, Jason. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
That is Jason Haney. He is the number 9 Napa Chevrolet driver here at First Gear Racing, coming home P2. He will be into the next round. And now it's time to bring him in. Bring in the one and the only, the number 13, Kyle Heath. Kyle, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, you could have just let Jason win back-to-back.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could, but
that ain't no fun doing
that. At the last week, I had a damn good car and all that. Got caught up at the end of some stuff and wasn't able to get back up through there and didn't get the win. But tonight, it was fun. I actually learned some stuff with this car and this track that I'm not used to doing. So it was a pretty good race. Pretty much learning. I pretty much learned all night long. Even though I was pretty fast, I was still learning.
Yeah, it was a heck of a race. You stayed up front most of the time, but I mean, even there, it seemed like you could fall back to 5th or 6th when they'd get the runs, and then you just work your way back up through them, back up to the front, and then stage 2 I think was your potty break.
Yep. Yeah, I couldn't take it no more. I had to go.
Hey, it happens to everybody. But able to drive back up to the front, and then you got into that little incident with the 68. And we won't talk too much about it, but we'll starting back at the back, and when you were driving up towards the front, I was like, yep, that's a Mad Eagle, and nobody wants to be in the Mad Eagle's way. So, but drove it all the way up.
I wasn't necessarily mad. I was just trying to get back up there because I knew I had fresh tires at the end, and a couple of those other drivers, they pitted on that caution prior to that. So I knew they had, I think it was like 10 laps old tires on them. Yeah. So I knew it was going to come into play eventually. But like I said, I wasn't really mad trying to get up through there. I was just, about my time, and throughout the whole race, people passed me. That's whenever I just try to take it more or less easy on my tires. No sense in really pushing it too hard. So that would help me out some. And like I said, I was learning throughout the race, and I figured out something which actually helped pretty good and allowed me to get the win.
Yeah, heck of a drive. I mean, it was a fun race to watch. I mean, there's 3 wide, more often than what I expected it to be, and then 2 wide. I mean, it was almost every turn you'd get the runs, and then see slide jobs and all kinds of other stuff. But Auto Club.
Oh yeah, there was definitely some good slide jobs going on, and definitely some crazy side drafting. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I'll give you the mic here for a few seconds if you want to give out any shout outs.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to the whole league here and FGR and FGR Network, and the admins here, and big shout out to my wife. She allowed me to race tonight. Kids who actually kind of mind their P's and Q's, and big shout out to Josh O'Brien out there. The paint scheme I got going on. It's a nice paint scheme. Give a big shout out to the Auburn Tigers, War Eagle. I hope we can do something this year in football.
Hey, that sounds good to me. We got you in victory lane right now, setting up in the middle. Looks like. I know it's a little old, but congratulations, P1.
Yep.
Kyle, it was fun watching. We'll see you next week in the next round of the playoffs. Looks you should have a pretty good point advantage with all your stage wins and race win bonus points.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to be able to race tomorrow night and Sunday night too. That's for sure.
Yep. Well, I hope to see you. I don't know if I'll make tomorrow nights, but I'll be there for sure Sunday. I got my last ball tournament tomorrow with my son, so we ain't gonna miss that.
Yep. Yep. I understand that. That's for sure.
So, hey, once again, congratulations. It's 5th win of the season. Go enjoy it. Go drink some beers. Go drink one for me. And
All right, Bush Ice.
we'll see you later, buddy.
Yep. Thank you.
That is Kyle Heath, your winner tonight here at Auto Club in Fontana, California. Heck of a race. I mean, these guys really raced hard. And I mean, it was fun to watch, 2 wide, 3 wide, slide jobs and, the side drafting, which didn't necessarily help Kyle Heath there with 25 to go, but it's kind of stuff that happens. But we put on a heck of a race. The 2 drivers that should be out of the playoffs, I'll bring this up, but I will not have time, is Nolan Milnes should be out, if my math is right. Nolan and Eric will be out of the playoffs. So that's going to leave Michael Moquin, Caleb West, Zachary Wake, Joseph Klein, Trevor Benz, Todd Smith, Jason Haney, and Kyle Heath will be advancing to the round of 8. That will be next week. I don't think we have an off week. That is next week at Kansas. Got 175 laps at Kansas next week for the start of the round of 8 with those 8 drivers. And then the last of that round, we're going to be at the Charlotte Roval, little road coursing. It doesn't look like, it actually looks like we are here every week till the end of the season. So we do not have any more breaks. So we have 6 races left. We've got 6 races left, and every 2 races, 2 drivers will be eliminated, leaving a 2 race for the championship 4, and that will be at Phoenix. And the championship race will be at Vegas. So that is how the rest of the season, that round of 6, it's going to be Bristol and Talladega for your round of 6, and then the championship 4, those 2 races are Phoenix and Las Vegas to wrap it up. On July 18th will be our championship race. But I appreciate everyone for coming out and watching. Had a heck of a race. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll catch up with you in Kansas, my home state. About 2 hours from me. We'll see you guys there next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, everybody.